Are you getting hosed at the gas pumps? Plus one shout out. Let's talk about that. Let's get cracking. Good moto morning. Welcome to Kraken's Garage. I'm your host Eric, and on Kraken's Garage we discuss all good things on 2 and 3 wheels. Welcome, beautiful people. On today's episode we're going to talk about, are you getting hosed at the gas pump? Here are my thoughts. All my riding career I have pretty much burned premium fuel in all my bikes. Most of the bikes that I buy require the premium fuel. Occasionally you'll get a basic bike, a Yamaha TW200 or something with a more simplified motor that doesn't require it. But in the case of the Harleys, the BMWs, even the Vespa requires premium gas. We're going to ride by a gas station here in a minute, but last I checked it was $5.89, 0.9. Why they always add that extra 1 cent on the end of a gas price, I don't understand. But today's gas pumps, you have one hose and 3 different grades of gas here in the United States. Now understand, over in Australia you have a much higher octane than we have over here. The challenge here is you only have one hose to pump all 3 grades of gas, and you have a small gas tank. In the case of the Icon Revival, it only holds 6 gallons. How much gasoline is in that hose? And the previous customer that filled up, they don't show their premium prices, so you'll have to take my word for it. $5.899 per gallon, US gallons here in America. So the question at hand about what this video is about is, why am I paying for premium gas when the previous customer that just filled up with gas, and that entire hose that leads out to my bike, has the average grade gas in it, and when I pay for $5.90 a gallon to pump the premium into my bike, I have to flush out that lower grade gas into my tank. So the question at hand is, how much gasoline is in that average fuel hose per gas station? And the answer to that question is roughly about 1/3 of a US gallon. Now I live in a lake here in Virginia. This issue is exaggerated for the boat owners. Somebody puts low rate gas in their jet ski, say, and you come up with your Formula high performance boat, and the hoses on those gas stations that are on bodies of water are a country mile long, so that they can stretch over the length of the entire boat. So in their case, those folks are getting cheated out of gallons, plural, of premium gas before they get to the good stuff that they're paying for. So my argument here is, it's kind of a rip-off, and I'm quite surprised there hasn't been a class action suit about it. I'm going to pull over here at a scenic stop, and I'll crunch some numbers just for this bike I'm riding right here, and talk about the effect of it over, say, 20,000 miles of ownership of riding this bike. It'll be a very interesting conversation. So I forgot my microphone, and I'm going to have to yell at the camera. Hopefully the audio comes through on this one. I'm at the marina here, and of course at the exact moment I fire up the cameras, lawnmower man's over here starting to mow the grass, so I'm going to have to cut in and out while he makes passes by. So yes, it's super hot out here, and yes, I'm in the shade, so the lighting is not going to be good on this video. It is what it is, but it's nice to be outside and not filming inside my garage for a change. Put my spectacles on here. According to the American Petroleum Institute, the gas pump hose typically retains about 1/3 of a gallon of fuel. So when you pump a couple of gallons of 93 octane premium after the previous customer pumped 87 octane regular, your fuel load will be diluted, not to mention you're being overpriced for what you're paying for. Now in the case of the Vespa 946, that gas tank only holds 2.2 gallons. That's US gallons, by the way. 1/3 of a gallon is 15% of that entire gas tank of my entire fuel capacity, so it's kind of over dramatized there. Now, in the case of the Harley-Davidson Revival, the fuel capacity is 6 gallons, US gallons, and that equates out to about 5.5% of the full tank of gas. Now, my local fuel prices, as I mentioned, are $5.08.99 per gallon. Whenever I'm kind of drilling down to find a problem or a solution to a problem, I need data in front of me to get that information. There's one thing I've learned in my old age is that numbers don't lie, people do. So let's crunch some numbers on a hypothetical situation with the Icon Revival. And let's say over ownership, I put 20,000 miles. I get roughly about 200 miles per tank full of gas. So if you break that down over 20,000 miles, that's 100 fill-ups. Now, the current price of gas is super inflated right now to extraordinary circumstances, so the statement I'm making is exaggerated based on today's gas prices. It would be quite a bit less if you asked me this question as little as 1 year ago. Basically, that works out to at 5.5% of a fuel fill-up, 1/3 of a gallon works out to $1.95 US per fill-up of tank. Over 100 tanks of gas at 20,000 miles of ownership, that equates to $195 in cash over the ownership of the vehicle. Ladies and gentlemen, that is flat ripping you off. So let me know your thoughts about this fuel hose situation, and do you actually have any fuel pumps in your neck of the woods that just have a dedicated hose for each grade of gasoline to make sure that you're getting exactly what you pay for? I haven't seen one in years. And this week's shout out goes to ACECafeBikes. Mike has 627 subscribers. He has 148 videos out at this time. His motto is, the channel will be a challenging adventure learning how to build cafe racer motorcycles. I've been a fan of these for a long time. I grew up riding motorcycles and thought it would be a great way for my kids to work with me and get involved with motorbikes. I'm not a good mechanic. I don't have very many tools, and I'm sure I'll make a lot of mistakes. I want to show that even with these limitations, you can still make a go at creating some fantastic machines. What I like about Mike's channel is he'll take a 20-year-old Japanese, universal Japanese motorcycle, and he'll turn it into a cafe racer bike, and he'll do it on the cheap and show you how to do it, and he has a lot of success and a lot of fun. And more importantly, he's indirectly passing the torches on to his kids for the next generation of riders for tomorrow. 2 thumbs up for me on that one, Mike. To all of my viewers out there, I hope you go by and check out his channel. I have him linked right down below, plus his Instagram. If you like his channel and you subscribe, please let him know that Kraken sent you. And let's get back on the bike for the outro. What a glorious day. No, lighting and sound quality is awful on this one, but hopefully it provided you a different view for a change from the norm. So I think that'll about wrap this video up. There's my ghost dog, Daisy May. She's here to remind me to quit flapping my gums and close out the video. If you would like to become a Patreon, the link is listed right down below. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, give it a thumbs down. If you want to see more in the future, hit the subscribe button right down there in the corner. And remember, folks, go riding because it's good for you, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.